Okay, hi, my name is Janelle Lake, Fiber Studio Manager, and we will be learning how to load a bobbin on the Juki straight stitch machines. They're mostly in S201, but they're also around the department in S205. Most machines should have spools of thread already on them. You're going to choose what color you want and what size thread. We're going to take our tail and we're going to come up to here through the back from behind to the front. And then down below to the right of the machines is the mechanism that's going to load the bobbin. There's a small hole that, again, we're going to go from left to right. This is a tension plate. We're going to go start under and to behind and come over top. Now we're pulling the strand forward, and this is what the bobbin looks like. It has holes on the top and bottom. We're going to place it on this metal rod. We're going to go through one of the top holes, and we're going to have a tail that we're going to hold. At this point, we need to engage it instead of the machine. So using this lever, it can lock it in place. That's ready to go. You want to make sure that your machine is on and that your needle is not threaded. We're then going to press on the foot pedal that's on the bottom, and you should see it move. This is all manually done, so you will just take your foot off the pedal when you are done loading your bobbin. Always make sure that the thread does not go further out than the bobbin or it will not fit into the case. Hi, I'm Janelle Lake, and we will be loading and unloading the bobbin case into the Juki straight stitch machines. The Jukis have a top plate, metal plate that slides. It has one opening that you can grab with one of your fingers. I like to use my other hand to go under the machine and help push it up as I pull over. You don't have to slide it all the way off. It's pretty difficult to put it back on. Our bobbin is now in there sideways. There is a small arm that you can pull up and out of it, and that will allow you to take the bobbin out. So this is what it looks like. It looks pretty standard. You're going to make sure that it's full. If you need to load it, please see the other video about how to load a bobbin with thread. We're going to put our bobbin in so that the thread is going counterclockwise. And we're going to go through this tiny little metal slit and through the tension plates. Okay, now we can put it back in. And as we put it back in, again, we're going to remember that this, you can pull up and down, and we need to pull it out so that it can go back in. So I'm going to go back under. And I'm going to use my thumb to pull it up as I put it in until I hear it click. Okay, I'm going to then slide the plate back, and now I'm ready to thread my top thread. Hi, my name is Janelle Lake, and Fiber Studio Manager, and we're going to learn how to top thread the Juki straight stitch machines that are mostly out in S201, and some are also out in S205. The Juki straight stitch machine should have a spool of thread at the machine, so ensure that it does. We're going to take the tail of one of our threads. We're going to go up and through the back to the front of this hole. We're going to pull this thread, and there's a tension plate. So we're going to go from behind this hole to the front, and then we're going to wrap around counterclockwise this tension plate one time. We're then going to make a little S around these two holes, going from right to left. And then again, right to left. And you can see the small S that's made. We're going to go down. And then another tension plate is here. We're going to go clockwise this time until we reach this metal wire that moves. Until we get there, we're going to let it rest. You know it's resting correctly because it moves. The thread is against it. We're going to continue going downward where this arm is. We're then going to come up, and there is a small hole where it's the needle goes up and down, that knob. We're going to go through from right to left. And then we're going to go down through another guide. You're going to make sure that your needle is up so that you can see. And we're actually going to thread the needle from left to right after we go through this front hole. These needles have eyes that are left to right. And then we're going to go under the foot. Now we can catch our bobbin thread that should be loaded. So we're going to use our side knob and hold on to the tail as we make the needle go down to catch and pick up the bobbin thread. Okay, you should see a small loop that comes up. I'm going to grab my scissors to help me bring this thread up completely. So now you should have two tails, one coming from the bobbin and one coming from the top, and you're ready to sew.